Here is a quick review of trapezoids. A trapezoid is a quadrilateral with one pair of opposite sides parallel. There's also something called an isosceles trapezoid. Just like an isosceles triangle has two equal sides, an isosceles trapezoid has two equal sides, those sides called legs. If that's the case, you can think of one line of symmetry down the middle. So if you fold it across, the base angles are equal. So the two angles at the bottom are equal, congruent, and the two angles on top would be congruent. That's only true in isosceles trapezoid. We also have something called the median. So in a trapezoid, the median is a line segment that connects the midpoint of both legs. And the relationship, the median, is equal to the average of the bases. So base 1 plus base 2 divided by 2 equals the median. Doesn't matter which one is base 1, so I'll call the one on top base 1, the one on the bottom base 2, and the median is that segment. That's another relationship with the median. It's also parallel to the two bases. So that median, it's parallel to the bases, and our formula, just writing again, the median, just m for median, is base 1 plus base 2 divided by 2. You can use that relationship. Or if you cross multiply, two medians, m is medians, two medians equal the sum of the bases. So in solving problems, numeric values are usually quite easy. So obviously this piece is the median. Suppose the top base is 10 and the bottom base is 40. What's the length of the median? Well, the median is simply the average of the two bases. So average is easy. We add up and divide by 2. 50 divided by 2 is 25. So the length is 25. Now if you think about it, the median, any middle number, so here's our median, it's the average of two bases. It's the same difference from the larger number and the small number. So notice the distance from 25 to 10 is 15, and the distance from 25 to 40 is also 15. So we can use that to solve other problems if I give you one base and the length of one of the medians. So suppose the top base is 10 and the median is 21. Find the bottom base. Well, so you could use the formula m equals b1 plus b2 divided by 2, or 2m equals b1 plus b2. I'll do that quickly. We'll use the bottom formula. So two medians, so 2 times 21 equals one of the bases we know is 10 plus the other base. So 41 minus 10 is 31. So that bottom base is 31. An alternative way that's effective, particularly when you have numerical values, is, as I mentioned before, the median, the difference between the median and the small base is the same as the distance from the median to the large base. So since 21 to 10 has a distance of 11, therefore there's also a distance of 11 going the other direction, from the median to the bottom base. So I would take 21 plus 11. I would get 32, and I just noticed over here, to write it down, 2 times 21 is 42, so 42 minus 10 is 32, so there is a mistake. See, I was going to show you work. 42 equals 10 plus b2, so if I subtract 10, it is 32. So you can think of this as we'll see later on in another class. This is actually of three numbers. If the middle number is the median or the average, it's an arithmetic sequence. It's the same distance. So 10 to 21 has a distance of 11. So therefore this one also has a distance of 11. So 21 plus 11 is 32. So for me, anytime I have a median and trapezoid and I have two numerical values, one being the bottom or top base and the median, we could solve it by that formula, m equals b1 plus b2 divided by 2, or the alternative formula of 2m equals b1 plus b2. But I personally think it's easier to just think of this as three numbers from small to big, 31 to 46, and just think of the difference between them. So 31 to 46 has a distance of 15. So therefore I have to go smaller to find the smaller side. So I'm going to subtract 15. So I'm going to do 31 minus 15, and that is 16, and that is the length of the top base. We can check it real quick. Let's look at the two bases. We know the average of the bases has to equal the median. So 46 plus 16 is 62. And 62 divided by 2 is 31, and that is the length of the median. I'm going to give one more. Make it algebraic. When it's algebraic, it's safer to use the formula. Because if you subtract, some students typically will forget to distribute the negative sign if there's a binomial. So x plus 2 is a small base, 30 is the length of the median, and the expression 2x minus 2 represents the length of the bottom base. So, using our formula, 2 medians equal base 1 plus base 2. I'll use this one so we don't have a fraction. And so 2 medians, so 2 times 30 equals the sum of the bases, x plus 2 plus 2x minus 2. So that's 60 equals 3x. So x equals 20. So if I just said find the value of x, it would be 20, but plugging it back in, the top piece is going to be 22. Because 20 plus 2 is 22. Of course, the median was given to be 30. And I should expect the bottom base, since there's a difference of 8 here, should be a difference of 8 there. So 30 plus 8 is 38. Let's check it algebraically. 2x minus 2. So 40 minus 2 is 38, and that indeed is what we expected. So hopefully this will help as you review your trapezoids.